Well, if you haven't noticed, it's nighttime. And that means we're gonna be talking about titties. Boo! You stink! Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Worst of YouTube. I don't think it comes as a surprise to anyone that there are uncensored breastfeeding videos on YouTube. You know, for educational purposes. If this does surprise you, then you've already clicked off this video, locked the door behind you, and are getting prepared for a night full of adventure. I'll wait. Come back! There are so many of these kinds of videos on YouTube. The format is simple. These YouTubers turn on the camera, take out their breasts to feed their babies, and then continue to talk about some topic. It doesn't even have to be related to breastfeeding. YouTube allows these kind of videos as long as they're educational or scientific and not explicitly sexualized. But do all these mothers really care about educating their audience? Or do you think maybe they have ulterior motives? I think maybe, just maybe, these are full-grown women who know that taking out a titty is going to draw half of the population of the earth to their videos. If you take a look at any of these channels, you'll notice a marked difference between the amount of views they get on the titty videos as opposed to the amount of views they get on the non-titty videos. I wonder why. There has to be an answer here somewhere. Well, looking at all of these channels can be somewhat overwhelming. So what we're going to do is look at one of these channels that stood out to me the most. And I did a lot of research. So this channel is called Sophie's Joy Breastfeeding Mama. And this channel has almost 60 million views. It features Sophie and her son, Shay. Sophie takes out her breasts, feeds Shay, and talks about whatever's on her mind. So let's start with Sophie's intro video called My Mission in Short. I know it's only been a second, but why didn't she cut that out of her video? That's how I'm gonna start all my videos now. Welcome back to The Worst of YouTube.
Hello and welcome to, you on that side, what about this side? Welcome to Shay's and my world of breastfeeding. So my mission here is to continue my work in normalizing breastfeeding. I also would love to live in a world where breastfeeding mothers didn't feel shame about feeding in public, where they felt that they were able to feed wherever they wanted and there was no negative comments, repercussions, feeling fear, that they were just able to feed wherever and whenever confidently.
Hey, if you want to do that in public, that's fine by me. But that means that you also have to be fine with me watching. There she goes again with the So my favorite part of this video is what Shay is about to say right now.
He has a really big tail.
Good job, kid, for saying what we were all thinking.
A really big tail.
And by the way, I think if your child can talk, they're probably too old to be breastfed. You should never be able to talk and breastfeed at the same time. So Mom, what time are we going to the park? Like, how long is Sophie gonna keep this up? Shay? Shay? You come back here! Shay, come back! We need to do another video!
Mom, I can't do this anymore. I'm 18 now.
You come over here and you suck on these right now, or you're grounded! She actually addresses this exact point in another video called Still Breastfeeding My 4-Year-Old?
So I wanted to make a video today about breastfeeding Shay, who is 4 years old. That does seem to be a controversial topic. Wait a minute, we're going to do it in a minute. And I wanted to share why I do long-term breastfeeding, or full-term weaning as it alternatively is called. There are many reasons, many layers of why breastfeeding is beneficial. The emotional connection, the way that you can comfort them very quickly, very easily. It's also oxytocin that's released when you breastfeed, so it feels good for the mum and it feels good for the child.
I didn't hear a word she just said.
To do the other side.
I love Shay's nonverbal signal that he wants to breastfeed. Can you imagine if adult men did that? Their wives was talking to them and that was the way they communicated that they wanted some action. Let's go ahead and scroll down to the comments section, because some of the comments here are just straight up gold. When do breasts stop baking milk after have the babies? Well, think about Belle. I didn't know that the breasts actually bake the milk. There's no nutritional value after a year. And then my man Brian Fields follows him up by saying, true. Titty. Titty. I think that's supposed to be titty? How and why are you still lactating? Sophie actually answered, and I guess it's because if you continue to breastfeed, your body continues to produce breast milk. Breastfeed me, please, love. I love the person who's writing this comment. Like, do they actually think that Sophie's gonna hit him up in the comments section? Yeah, come over. We'll do my next video together. And then my man, Wayne965, with the comment of the day says, adopt me. You and me both, buddy. Well, so far it's been all lighthearted and fun. Well, in this one video I stumbled upon, Sophie explains how she thinks it's okay to breastfeed during intercourse.
What about sex? Would you have sex in front of your child? So yes, when Shay was younger, we would have had sex. If he'd been in another room or if he'd been over the other side of the room, he would come over and he would want to breastfeed on me. So yeah, sometimes we did breastfeed and continue to have sex.
What kind of a parent would do that? Oh, now it makes sense. So the last thing I want to do is take a quick look at something Sophie did that I've never heard of before, which is breastfeeding handstands. Like, I can understand her mission of educating and normalizing breastfeeding. This is just a little too kinky. Propping yourself up on a palm tree and then proceeding to have Shay unzip your jacket and then breastfeed? That's what your husband is for. Leave the baby out of this one.
Hello?
Yes, hi, is this Child Services? Well, it turns out Sophie isn't the only one doing this. I did a little YouTube search for educational purposes, and it turns out this is a whole thing. Let's check out a video by Carly Benear.
Consequences. No excuses. No negativity. No psychic pollution. Keep your inner space clear. If you take any action, leaving or changing your situation.
Once again, let's take a look at the comments section. Want more breastfeeding videos like this, please? Please, more breastfeeding videos. You know, I actually happen to know a bit of Arabic myself. This person says, more breastfeeding videos, please. Wow. I think I've officially seen everything now. What the? That little girl looks a bit too old for breastfeeding. Join the club, bored person. And Corey Polite finishing with speaking the truth. She just wanted everyone to see her boob. ... Thank you. Well, to conclude this video, I think people like Sophie are sincere in their mission statements, but to pretend the audience is just there for educational purposes would be ignorant. I mean, that's what it is for me, but I don't know about the other people. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and this concludes the second episode of The Worst of YouTube.
Boo! You stink! No, please.
Okay, ain't nobody giving me a click, 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 click. Ain't nobody, I'm refreshing, give me the click, 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 click. Everybody else do it better, they get the click, 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 click. And all my fiery demons, man, they